Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is your astrological forecast for 2026. It is going to be a wild ride. It's going to be super fast, and I sure hope that you are hanging on because it's gonna fly by. You're going to want to go and watch my general video. I will link it here and put it into the description box. In that video, I covered all of these with the charts included so you can see them. So if you like that, please go and check it out. And in this video, I will be talking you through the points and letting you know the significant ones and how they will affect you. So the year starts off with a whole lineup of planets in Capricorn coming into what is known as a cazimi with the sun. It's when they come into exact alignment with the sun. The planets are said to be rebirthed and come into new cycles where they are rejuvenated. The first being Venus. Venus makes 2 star points this year. The first on January 6th at 16 degrees and 22 minutes of Capricorn, and that is your 8th house. So all this action of the planets coming into conjunction with the sun are going to happen in your 8th house. It's on the money and financial axis and the resources axis. So the 8th house deals with other people's resources. It deals with our subconscious mind, anything hidden from our view. It's in the natural Scorpionic house, so it deals with things that can be taboo, not out in the open, and maybe somewhat uncomfortable, but it's a deeply psychological house. It can deal with trauma. So trauma might come up and need to be resolved and healed. And it's also it's the life and death cycle. It has to deal with money, other people's resources. It deals with any type of money that is not directly made by you through your 2nd house. So investments and residual incomes, inheritances are here. Taxes and tariffs are found here as well. First, Venus is going to come here and die in the heart of the sun here. Like I said, it happens on January 6th. And then she will start her evening phase. She will become visible on February 17th in Pisces, where she's exalted, meaning that she can really behave as her Venusian self. And this is good for you because it's your 10th house, Gemini. So Venus exalted in your 10th house should bring you public recognition, career status, how you are seen, your visibility, all that will be under this great influence of Venus being rebirthed here and visible from about February 17th until about October 19th of 2026. Then on January 8th, Mars comes into a conjunction with Venus in your 8th house as well. So this is the rebirth of the divine masculine and the divine feminine and coming into balance. And for you in your 8th house, it could be very intimate and sexual with a partner and just a balancing off and a coupling here. Then Mars resets on January 9th at 19 degrees and 12 minutes of Capricorn. Same house, 8th house, again, other people's resources. So this is initiating a 2-year cycle for all of us and for yourself. So again, Mars will rise mid-March around the equinox, and it too rises in the sign of Pisces in your 10th house. So further indicating action being taken and initiatives being driven here in this 10th house of yours. Neptune ingresses Aries on January 26th. That's your 11th house. So Neptune spiritualizes and brings a spiritual awareness, but also fogginess and can be uncertainty. Like there's an illusion to Neptune, and that is going now into your 11th house of communities, collectives, networkings, your higher house of money. Soon after, on February 13, Saturn will ingress Aries. And so it'll be great to have it out of your 10th house because Saturn tends to constrict, but it's going to start constricting that 11th house of networking, networks, social groups, communities, friendship groups. This might be a period of time for you, while Saturn is here, to stay away from a lot of public engagement, particularly with groups of people or networks. And it might cause just this restriction here. And it just might make it more difficult than you are used to. The new moon solar eclipse on February 17th at 28 degrees and 50 minutes of Aquarius happens in your 9th house. So this is your house of your spirituality house, your house that deals with higher knowledge, your worldview, and higher education. And this is where Pluto currently is and where the node will move into. So this is it starting a cycle, an 18-month cycle where something new is burgeoning here for you in this house, in this area of life for you. Then on February 20th, Saturn will come into the conjunction with Aries at 0 degrees and 45 minutes of Aries, which is considered the cardinal world point axis. And this is going to be big. It's going to be huge for all of us. And again, for you, this is within your house of your groups and your networking, your higher house of money. So change forthcoming here for you within this house. On March 3rd, there's a total lunar eclipse at 12 degrees and 54 minutes of Pisces. Again, that is your 10th house. So this lunar eclipse tends to illuminate and close things off, finish things off for us. So something in this 10th house that perhaps hasn't been working for you, so your public recognition, reputation, and career house, and perhaps something coming to a close for you here. Jupiter has been in your 2nd house, really expanding this house for you, of your finances, of your resources, your personal resources, your value system. So really expanding. It's going to go direct on March 10th at 15 degrees, which is an exalted degree for Jupiter. So even more benevolence here. And then later on June 9th, Venus will come into a conjunction with Jupiter at 25 degrees and 46 minutes of Cancer. And this is a benevolent time for us all. Such a good omen for us all. This is the 2nd conjunction that Venus has made with Jupiter. One was last year, earlier in the sign of Cancer, and this time now. Now, this is a great time to put something forth that's new for you in this house, perhaps a new way to make income and drive income for yourself. It definitely will affect your self-worth, how you view yourself. One of the most important transit for Gemini is that Uranus will ingress your sign and stay there for good till 2033 on April 25th. And this is going to be electric change for you. Huge change, because this is your 1st house. And planets going into our 1st house affect us on all levels. It affects our physicality, how we present ourselves, how we identify, just everything. The whole chart is derived from that 1st house. So for you, Gemini, it's going to be a fast-paced year for all of us, but for you, it's going to be a really fast-paced year. It might be hard for you to keep up. It'll bring you change and liberation and freedom from previous constrictions, but there might be unexpected changes that might actually shock you. And this energy will be particularly felt by early degree Geminis. So Geminis born at the very beginning of the sign for this 1st year, for the first few years. On June 20th, Chiron enters your 12th house of Taurus, and this is going to be a very healing time for you. So because Chiron heals, and Taurus is your 12th house, and it's very subconscious. So maybe even healing through your dreams or through the spirit realm, finding ways to access that to augment this healing process for you. On June 29th, Jupiter will move into Leo, which is your 3rd house. Though this is lots of fun and expansion of your individual self, but it's within your 3rd house. So that could be your communication style, that could be short distance trips, that could be expanding your neighborhood, fun with friends and siblings and cousins, extended families, and just in your immediate neighborhood. I see that as a really great passage for you. The next set of eclipses will happen on August 12th with the new moon solar eclipse at 20 degrees and 2 minutes of Leo, which is the same house that Jupiter will now be in. So something new being birthed here in that same area, all those topics that I just mentioned, something new coming in for you. And then on August 28th, there will be a full moon lunar eclipse at 4 degrees and 54 minutes of Pisces, which is right at the top of your chart in the 10th house. So something finishing here, something closing off, again, in that house of career, of public reputation, of your public standing. When the nodes shift, the true node shifts July 26th, and the mean nodes shift August 18th. They will stay there for a year and a half, so until May or so of 2028. They will shift the south node into your 4th house of Leo and the north node into your 9th house of Aquarius. So the north node likes being in Aquarius. It's said to be at home in Aquarius. So it's really going to expand this. It's going to, for this year, be in here alongside with Pluto And it's going to be expanding this. So this is a great time to take on new studies, expansion of your worldview, your world philosophy, spirituality, even perhaps studying or traveling to foreign lands, studying foreign languages and cultures. And whilst the South Node is in your third house, it is going to be less about your immediate environment, less about your immediate neighborhood, less about the people that you see on the daily in this house. Venus will go retrograde from October 3rd at 8 degrees and 29 minutes of Scorpio until she stations direct on November 13th at 13 degrees and 22 minutes of Libra. That is your 6th house and your 5th house. So your 6th house is all about your everyday habits, your work life. And the 5th house is about your fun and adventure and romance and children, your joy, your pleasure house. So you're going to be reassessing these things as Venus is going retrograde into these houses. What really is important to you, what really makes you tick, what really brings joy, what you want to spend your life doing, what passions you have. Venus' second star point will be during this retrogradation. It will happen when she conjuncts the Sun in an inferior conjunction at 0 degrees and 45 minutes of Scorpio. So that is your 6th house. And so this is the last in our lifetime, the last for the world. And this is going to deal with, again, like for many of you, health habits. You're going to have to really look at your health habits, your habits that you have in your daily life to make your life flow better and be better for you to show up as your best and not burn out, because you've got Uranus in your first house, and that is like, it can be like an overload to your nervous system. You're going to have to watch for nervous system dysregulation as Uranus is moving through your first house. When Venus becomes visible as a morning star, it will be at the end of October, all throughout till the end of the year, till December 31st. And it will rebirth in your 5th house of Libra. So a rebirth of 5th house things of joy and being in our heart and following our passions, entrepreneurship, children. Some of you might be having children. There's going to be lots of opportunities for healing for you and lots of change in this fast-paced year. And it might be a year where you're going to prioritize your own comfort and self over public involvement at times. It's going to be a year for you to really embrace change, the change that's going to free you and liberate you. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope I've helped you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to this new year ahead. I'm wishing you a wonderful year ahead. Stay blessed, beloved, and I will see you in the new year.